Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here. Hey, today we're going to introduce you this couple. They live in $1,000 a month in Mexico.
Yeah, we're going to show you how you, if you want to, take the challenge and live on $1,000 a month. And so let's go and meet this couple. This is part one. We have a two-part series here with this couple, and they are living in Mexico. And in this part one, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how they can live on $1,000 a month and their lifestyle. Now in part two, what we're going to do, we're going to have a discussion with them, and we're going to talk about what kind of work they do. They're self-employed and how they make extra money over their $1,000 a month so they can travel around the world. I know you'll like part two. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels, and I have an exciting interview today. This great couple here who have traveled the world and know a lot about places to live and everything, and I'm curious, well, first of all, introduce yourselves.
Hello, Jerry audience. I'm Gustavo.
Hello to all. My name is Paola.
Paola, okay. So give us some ideas. Where have you traveled?
My first country I visited was Canada.
Where are you from?
I was born in Tepic, Nayarit, Mexico.
Okay, okay. So you're Mexican?
I am Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Born in Mexico.
Mexico, okay.
Yeah.
Viva la Mexico.
Sí.
And I was born in Colombia, in Bogota.
Oh, okay. So you've been together for 8 years?
Yes, almost.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. So I interrupted you. Where have you said that you've traveled? You went to Canada
Yeah,
first?
well, I started in Canada. That was my first international travel. Then I visited Colombia, of course, to meet with Paola. And we have visited Chile, we have visited Guatemala, we have visited Honduras, we have visited United States, Europe, Italy, Holland, Egypt, Australia, and Paola.
India. Yeah.
Wow. So
Ecuador, Venezuela, Panama.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, Brazil,
Brazil.
Yeah,
Argentina.
yeah. So when I said they're world travelers, they are world travelers, and a young couple at that. And so, okay, out of traveling to all those countries, how did you decide where you're living now? What was the magical, ingredient that brought you here? And where are we at?
You or me? Okay, we're in Lo de Marcos. Lo de Marcos is a small coastal town in the Pacific coast in the state of Nayarit, in Mexico.
Mexico.
And we were living in Tepic, where Gustavo was born, and we had we were done with the city. We needed something. We needed more green. We needed trees. We needed nature. Nature was calling our bodies, and so we started. A year ago, came for his birthday. He ended up seeing this place, which was not with a sign of renting or whatever.
Right.
Just synchronicity brought us here. We take it.
Okay.
And we moved.
Okay.
So this is a very small town. We can bike everywhere. We are 10 minutes walk from the beach or 5-minute ride in our bikes from the ocean. So this is a very, very different lifestyle, very peaceful. We don't really go out. We don't really have a TV or in anything to not be bored.
Right.
Yeah, we have time to be with ourselves, time to pause, to go within, to read, to create, to do music, to be together or be by ourselves. And we have found here in Lo de Marcos a beautiful community, which is actually, it's like a retirement you said?
Yes.
Retired town?
Yes, exactly.
So we have found people like you guys, which are older than us, and so we have found refugee in an elder community that have opened their hearts for us to be here. So we're like the younger retired couple of towns.
Yeah, okay. Well, do you mind if I ask your ages?
No.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 36 years old in this lifetime.
Okay.
And I'm almost 44. My birthday is in a couple of days.
Okay.
In this lifetime.
In this lifetime, okay. So a young couple that are semi-retired.
Semi-retired, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our audience are hungry to do that, to be retired. So now living here, how expensive is it to live here? Da 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 da. The big question is, the big question is, what does it cost you guys, say, on a monthly basis to live? Our listeners want to know that. They want to see, they want encouragement to see if it's possible for them. Well, let me ask you this. Are you guys trust fund babies? Have you received an inheritance? Are you multimillionaires that you can do stuff like this? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
No, but I can tell you something. Realizing we have friends in the north, in the United States and Canada, and only what they pay for rent is what we pay half of what they pay for rent in the United States. And with that we live and eat, most of our food is organic, which in there is very expensive, right? It costs double or triple. So we actually pay $400 rent and services. So our gas and our electricity and the water from town, it's all adds up to $400.
Does that include your internet?
Yes,
Okay.
our phones, our internet, our rent, and gas, water, and electricity.
It's $400 a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in food, we probably spend around $150 a week, so $600 a month.
Okay.
So as we said earlier, we pay more in food than in rent.
Right. Okay.
Or services,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And as you said earlier, we don't really go out and
We don't drink. We don't
like
smoke.
go to a
we don't go
restaurant.
to parties or bars or discos. Or
Right.
We
that
could,
stuff.
if we want, we go. We have
like
one
that.
place that we like to go, and every time we go there, we spend at least $40. But it's all organic food, and it's a
Like a treat we give to ourselves once in a while, but we don't go every week
Right.
because that will just be the money for our groceries.
Right.
you know,
Yeah. Sure.
and or the rent. So we take good care of our incomes, and we distribute them in the way that we can be sustainable.
Okay.
And now people knows us more, so people is showing up more, and we can give ourselves some treat once in a while.
Okay, now, so a couple out there, that's thinking about doing it. So you're saying $1,000 for the two of you, not each.
Yeah,
for the
for-
two of you.
yeah.
Okay, so $500 each. So that definitely, you guys don't know about Social Security, but that definitely, somebody would be able to live here on maybe one person's Social Security of $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
That means you're here. That's
Yes,
the
that we're
months
here.
you're here.
Mhm.
When you're traveling is expensive and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's
so
different.
it doesn't take that in consideration.
Yeah.
So and we're not giving you a number there for traveling because it depends. If they travel, just up to your town, which is an hour away, that doesn't cost much at all. But if they're traveling to
Guadalajara
Kathmandu,
or Kathmandu,
yeah,
Bogota.
right.
or Bogota,
Bogota,
or
yeah. Yeah, so-
like Kathmandu,
Yeah.
Cambodia.
Cambodia, right. So that's not in here. So to be realistic. So a number like that, you're looking at staying in a community and living very simple but healthy. That's a great thing about living
Yes,
down here
yes.
in this lifestyle. You're walking, you have a beach here, so let me look at you guys, you're great shape and stuff like that. So I've noticed that people get healthier by living, a simpler life and walking to get their food and, going to the
Yeah.
market and coming back and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's very feasible. And that's what I wanted to share with the audience, your experience of being able to do it. I think that's an inspiration for them to maybe give them the courage to say, hey, I can do it, and that's,
Yes, we thought at the beginning it was going to be hard and difficult, and we doubted many times.
yeah.
But it's just to trust that to do what we love.
Yeah, yeah.
Do what we love and do it every day.
Yeah, that's great.
Do it.
That's
like
good.
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, yeah.
At the beginning, yeah, it's like a transition to get detached of the certain things.
And that's it, is that this is a simple lifestyle, and the reward is that, you know what I mean, you have time, you know, to reflect, to, you know, make friends and have a community. You guys have a great community down
Yeah.
here. You have hundreds of people that, you know, are attracted to you and stuff like that. So, and that's the thing that can't come across in these interviews, is we talk about money and we talk about, let's say, food, but really what it comes down to is community, you know, of having friends, you know, over for a potluck, you know, and listening to music and having good conversation, you know, and sharing and giving back to the community, you know, here. And that's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow of a life, you know what I mean? It's not just getting, it's that receiving and giving, that balance there. So, hey, great. And so we have some information down below if you want to know about the cacao and the chocolates, and they will be able to write to you. Is that okay?
Yeah. You can look at our website and see what we offer as a service, and know more about us.
Okay. So what is it? What's the website? What's the name?
It's the word. It's cacao.
There's
It's
a-
KAKAW
Let me show it.
SANA. Va a aparecer al revés. .com.
It's gonna be on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
KAKAWSANA.
.com.
Okay, so we're gonna have that posted down below. So if you have any questions, stuff like that, you know, let them know directly and more information. So good, thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank
you.
you, Jerry. We love you. It's so good to have you around and to be able to share with you again. Thank you so much for
Oh,
this.
our pleasure. Now in part 2, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a discussion with them, and we're gonna talk about what kind of work they do. They're self-employed and how they make extra money over their $1,000 a month so they can travel around the world. I know you'll like part 2. In part 2, what you're going to see is how they have created a very interesting lifestyle. They're both self-employed, and what they do, they have a chocolate company. They actually make chocolate and sell it, and also they have a ceremonial part of chocolate. It's called cacao, and cacao is a chocolate that you drink, and it sort of stimulates you, and so it helps people to go inside and introspect and see how they feel about their lives. And so in this part 2, what you're going to see is that how they are able to make extra money over the $1,000 that it costs them to live. So this way they can travel. They travel around the world and they give these seminars. And so I want to show you this part 2. It's exciting. They're a great couple. And you know what I like about them so much, Lori? It's a love story. You can see in their faces how they co-create together, and they've created this beautiful lifestyle. So, okay, so you're 38 and 44, and you don't have to drive your car to go to a factory to work or anything else. You have figured out a way of creating this environment that you have much more of a loose schedule and stuff like that. How are you able to do that?
Well,
Introduce yourselves.
hello, Jerry audience. I'm Gustavo.
Hello to all. My name is Paola.
Yes, we're free.
You're free.
We're free.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
free. We do
We're
work.
free.
People think we don't work because, as you said, we don't go to office every day, and we don't have a specific place or time a day that we do certain things like most people do. But we do work.
And we do have discipline, and we do have timings to prepare food, to sit down and meditate, and to prepare food, and then to go to the workshop or to the computer. And as we move, we do treat with us. We do charge some amount of money for the time art that we're giving to other person, and we do value our work and our time because we invest
Yeah.
in ourselves, and we spend in ourselves, and we like to give that back to people also. So our income also comes from giving a space for people to relax.
Well, everything started once we realized that time was not money. That time was art. And art for us, it represents creation and beauty and elegance, and for us also abundance.
Okay.
So we decided not to work for money only. We also decided to create art. And art can be anything. Don't necessarily you need to be painting something or
writing
or sculpturing something or making music. Art is anything that is done with passion.
Okay.
That's what art for us.
Yes. Okay.
And so once we learned that time is not money and time is art, then our mind shifted.
Okay.
Because we thought, okay, when I was younger, I thought, okay, I'm going to be a banker and I'm going to have a brand new car and I want to have a nice watch and be dressed with a suit every day to go to work, because those were the examples I was seeing near my family. And I thought having that opportunity to buy things was very important, right? And that was the most important thing. But for me, then when I realized that my time was my freedom and my opportunity to do something different, then my mind changed. And this is through a practice we do every day. It's called the law of time teachings. And that teaches you that time is art instead of money.
Okay.
And I used to work in the corporative world, in an office, very elegant, and go to meetings and travel in marketing and sales and communications, and was very, very successful for my age.
Yes.
It was a lot of years ago, but and one day sitting in the office, Gustavo knows very well this story, but I was sitting in the office with a good car, a nice apartment, all the money I needed to travel, and I looked at the window and saw the mountain, and I said, like, I have everything, but I don't have freedom.
Right.
I don't have space to do what I love when I love it and when I want it. I'm not free. So that day I decided to quit my job and went to India.
Oh, okay.
And everyone was like, oh, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna live? And the money and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't know, but I know that I'm following something deeper in me, and that will show me the way and that will give me the abundance I need to keep watering that within. Since that day, it was 2004, I quit my job. They offered me more money and a higher position. Said no, because what I want and what I need from my heart, you can't pay it, and I want my freedom.
Okay, that's great.
And that was like something that since then I shifted, and a new path.
So
was
you've created this lifestyle that you have here, together, and to give you that freedom, and that has more value than anything material.
Yes, we're free.
You're free.
We're free.
Yeah, we're free, and we learn
Structure too.
Like abundance is something in the mind, and we struggled for many years, and by having and then having nothing, and then having again and having nothing again. So now we are paying more attention of why that was happening,
Right.
and where was the leaking of our money.
Right.
So now we do
yeah.
pay more attention on certain things.
Yeah.
We still have a lot to learn. But
And
that's
again,
fine.
you do a lot of workshops and you do a lot of ceremonies in that regard. So a lot of people are getting a benefit, and that's exciting. That's exciting that you have a lifestyle that can help people and share your passion with them, and then give them encouragement to live a better life. I mean, that's fantastic.
And heal ourselves in the way, and
Yeah.
have fun and enjoy.
Well, great. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time and everything. Okay, let the audience know again who you are.
With Jerry Brown Travels.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I am with Jerry Brown Travels.
I am with Jerry Brown Travels too. I'm Laurie over there. Paola.
Gustavo.
Now, would you come on over, Lori?
And Laurie!
Laurie.
I'm behind the camera!
Would you recommend they subscribe?
Of course, please subscribe. Jerry and Laurie are doing a great job giving hope and inviting people to go beyond their own limits. So go for it.
Thank you. Great couple. Okay.
Thank you.
Adios.
We do anything special with the drink?
Ciao, guys.
Oh, bueno.
Shall we take a sip? Are we all taking a sip
Do we
together?
wait to drink? Or?
No, you go ahead. All right, well, cheers, everyone.
Good cow.
Here's to life in paradise. Life in paradise. Cheers.
Wow, Jerry, that's a great life. How they do it, you know, how they do the work and they get the money to traveling around the world.
Yeah, isn't it nice? They just have a simple life and they're able to live quietly and simply in that. And you can tell that they're very much in tune to each other, very much in love. And so it really was neat to meet people like that.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to meet them.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
yeah.